President Donald Trump announced his administration's latest move to pressure China.
Today I signed legislation and an executive order to hold China accountable for its oppressive actions against the people of Hong Kong.
The Hong Kong Autonomy Act imposes sanctions on people or entities that conduct business with Chinese officials responsible for implementing Beijing's new national security law in Hong Kong. The legislation also gives the president the power to seize the officials' assets and block their entry to the U.S.
I think the administration is saying that this is probably a signal that we're past the point of trying to convince Beijing to back off from Hong Kong and now just imposing costs on it for the behavior that it's taking.
Trump's executive order ends preferential treatment for Hong Kong, which will now be treated the same as mainland China. This week, the Trump administration also succeeded in pressuring Britain to remove Chinese telecom giant Huawei from its 5G network. The president positioned himself as tougher on China than his opponent, Democratic former Vice President Joe Biden, the presumptive candidate running against Trump in the November election.
Joe Biden's entire career has been a gift to the Chinese Communist Party and to the calamity of errors that they've made.
Biden has criticized Trump for instigating a trade war with China and also presents himself as tough on Beijing.
The Chinese are spending multiple billions of dollars trying to own the technology of the future while we sit with our thumb in our ear.
China will be an important issue in the U.S. election, says Zach Cooper.
Both sides are a bit vulnerable here. And I think, frankly, the president might be more vulnerable. The president's got a trade deal with China, which he signed this January. And the trade deal doesn't protect against some of the very things that the president seems to be most upset by right now. And it included provisions about agriculture purchases, which are particularly helpful, obviously, in electorally important states in the upper Midwest.
Trump recently said that relationship with China has been severely damaged by Beijing's handling of the pandemic and that he is not interested in talking to China about the second phase of the trade deal. Meanwhile, China is imposing sanctions on American defense firm Lockheed Martin after Washington approved a potential $620 million upgrade package for missiles to Taiwan and sanctions against Republican Senators Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz, both known to be critical of China. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News.